Hello, everyone. Okay. So we're about to. So I know SofaScore says the game is live, but not yet on my screen, so I cannot commentate yet. This is so smart. Except I'm actually touching dust. I don't want to be doing that. And we're underway. I think that was Tamari, launched away by Al Arab, headed away by Benzabani. Like Algeria kept the same lineup, maybe one change or two, or maybe one change. I think it was one change. Yeah, this is too dusty for me. I'm allergic pretty bad too. Tamari and Almardi over this free kick that Jordan have. You can see the lineups on screen. Cross comes in from Almardi. Header, it's wide. Shot. Header was by Al Rashtan. That was the first chance of the match. And Jordan missed. Here is Zidane to Benzabani. To Zaruki, back to Boudaoui, to Mondi, to Benzabani, to Aitnori. Played it in behind from Maza. Aitnori with space to cross. Cross comes in, it's cleared away. Here is Owan. Owan on the counter. And it's given away to Benzabani, to Boudaoui, to Mahrez, to Mondi. Aitnori to Shaibi. And Al-Arab will get there and will clear. Only to Shaibi or to Maza. Here's Aguri. And it's wide. Goal kick to Jordan. I'm trying to get a little hang of the numbers. Again, it's been a bit. Not 9 is Guri. Okay, 10 is Shaibi. So wait, where's Maza? Okay, so every time I said Maza, it was actually Shaibi. That is very important. Abu Laila clears it. Jordan are eliminated with a loss. Here is their number 13, Almardi, and a foul by Taha. Algeria. This is Jordan's first World Cup appearance. Belgali goes off the throw and back to Mondi, to Zidane, to Benzabani, to Aitnori. Go back in behind Maza. This is actually Maza. Guri. By the way, that time was actually all Maza, not Shaibi. I promise. I'm not saying something wrong. Shaibi and 23 is Haddad. Clears it for Jordan. Tamari, header, and Mondi will get to it. Here's Boudaoui. To Belgali. To Boudaoui. To Zaruki. To Boudaoui. Algeria cannot be eliminated or advance tonight. We had 3 teams go up. Mondi to Mahrez, I think. Mondi to Benzabani. Shaibi, Zaruki, Mahrez, Zaruki, Aitnori. Goes back to Benzabani, Mondi, Benzabani, Zaruki to Benzabani. Benzabani headed by Taha. Ben Sabani heads it, and Haddad went off for Alriston, back to Al Arab, who clears it. I've streamed both of these teams once, so now the second time. Taha. I'm still confused with the Jordan players. Like, oh my gosh. Please tell me the stream didn't end. That would be that would be terrible. I don't think so. Like, my tablet's not loading. It would be loading if it ended. Mars wants to take it, but there's something wrong here. First knockout game is coming up. We're getting towards the first knockout game. Cross comes in. Header by Haddad and cleared by Taha. Haddad to Olwan. Tackled by Aitnori and out for a throw in. Got a couple of Man City defenders on these small nations, like on Debutant too, like Aitnori and Aitnori's on Algeria, not Jordan. I don't know what I'm saying, but on some like smaller nations, and cleared away by Boudaoui. But yeah, they have a lot of smaller nation guys like Kusanov too. Al Arab and headed and Ben Sabani should win a foul here. Yeah, that was so late. Like it took ref 5 seconds to make that call. He got headed in the head. Like ref was processing that for like 7 minutes. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know if what a dive. That was not. Bro immediately grabbed his head when he went down. Like he didn't even get touched on his head. Belgali goes back to Mondi. To Bensabani. Doing that. Okay. Aitnori. To Bensabani. Zaruki. Aitnori. Zaruki. Mondi. Boudaoui. Zaruki. Maza. Why did my phone turn on? Nasib Zaruki. Maras. Off Shaibi. So I'm still confused. Why did my phone turn on? Jamal Salami, the head coach of Jordan. He has like such an even record, like 11 wins, 11 draws, 10 losses. After this match, it's going to be 11, 11, 11. Okay. And Guri goes back to Belgali. To Boudaoui. To Belgali to Boudaoui. To Bensabani. Boudoui to Belgali. Back to Boudoui. Tight Nori. Loses out to Owan. Owan loses it, and here is Maza. Mares. That was Shaibi. Boudoui. Belgali to Mares. Wins a throw in. Mares to Boudoui. To Pennsylvania. This is how the Argentina game started. And his pass tries to go to Guri, but Abu Laila is the one who gets to it first. Abu Dhahab. Al-Rawabda. Al-Rashtan wins it back for Saruki. And here's Guri. Back to Saruki. Boudoui. Belgali. Mares. Cleared ish. Like Almarty should have had that away a long time ago. And here's Maza. Algeria won it back. That should have been a free kick, but here's Tamari. And they play it forward. That's offside, right? Surely. Maybe it's not. Is that Tamari? Yeah, Olan. Shoots, and it's easy for the keeper Zidane to save it. And Zaruki. Mondi. Belgali. Mondi. Benzabeni. Right, Nori to Shaibi back to Zidane. Mondi. Belgali. Mondi. To Benzabeni. Owan wins it back. Is that Owan? That's not. That is Al-Rashtan. Al-Rashtan. And it's out of play for a throw into Algeria. The back, and here is Maza. Zaruki. Rushdan. Al-Rawabda. They try to play it around, but it doesn't work. Zaruki and Belgali. Algeria safely in possession again. Mondi. Zaruki. Belgali to Mahrez. Mahrez to Boudoui. And one back by Abu Dhahab. And he sends it. Bensabeni to Mondi. To Belgali. To Mondi. To Zaruki. To Mahrez. Suzuki to Mahrez. Bensabeni. Ait Nori. Suzuki. Mahrez to Belgali. Boudoui. Belgali. Mondi. Zaruki. Belgali. What did my Siri started? Budawi to Mondi to Zaruki. Here's Nori. I don't know what's going on with my Siri. Like the other day, Skiri was like that makes sense, but like, who even could it be on Algeria that's doing this? Shaibi, Zaruki, Mondi, and Belgali to Mahrez. Guess it could be Zaruki. Belgali takes a throw into Mondi. Belgali. And Budawi to Mondi. Mondi switches it. And Owan gets it. Struggling to clear, but does get it away. And headed out of play by Maza. With the mismatched boots, I think. Or did I just mess that up? I might have messed that up. And here's Shaibi. It keeps it in. Throw into Jordan. Sieb gives it away, and now it's back with Jordan somehow. Taha. Al Rob. Abu Dhahab. Arawabda from Abu Dhahab. And Arishtan to Nasib to Haddad. Nasib to Arishtan. Al Arab. Maza wins it back, and Mondi to Mahrez to Maza and Zaruki. Ait Nori. Bensabani. Mondi. Belgali. Mondi. Bensabani. Maza. Zaruki. Belgali. Mahrez. Belgali to Zaruki. Switches it. Looking for Ait Nori. And the keeper, Abu Laila, will pounce on it. Cleared by Abu Dhahab. Headed by Mondi and Budawi. Saruki, Mahrez, Budawi, Ait Nori, Maza. Mondi? Mondi? Budawi, Bensabani, Ait Nori, runs into the middle of the field, passes it to Mondi. Mondi goes over the top looking for Mahrez, and the keeper Abu Laila will catch it. Nasib going over the top and headed by Benzabani to Ait Nouri to Boudaoui. Looking for Mahrez. Finds Mahrez. Is he onside though? His shot is blocked and caught by the keeper, and he was onside according to the linesmen. Here is Taha going over the top, headed by Mondi. What is with this? And long balls over the top. Ait Nouri. Boudaoui. What is happening? Belgali. Jordan is. Neither of these teams are playing good, but Jordan is like trolling, like bad. Like they could. I know they're better than this, and I know they're not really good. Shaibi, Maza. To Shaibi, his shot is blocked, and Jordan let it out for throw in. Olan could have kept it in, but it didn't. Who is that? Is that Tamari? Who can beat? Can that be that? Be Marty? Um, that's Marty or Tamari. Yeah, I do think Mahrez was on there. Abu Dhahab was an amazing tackle. Oh, Marty was the one that went down. This kid's going to sleep. Why are they showing him? Saruki. Monty. Everyone's gonna. That's gonna be a meme now. Like of people like during like games where like nothing is happening, like snooze fest games. Abu Laila. Cleared. Side volley towards Tamari. Tamari gets it, but Ait Nouri and Zaruki did well to get it back, and clear from Mezzabani goes right to Olwan. Olwan crosses. That's more of a shot, and it's right into the keeper Zidane's hands. I'm not sure if that was a cross or a shot. It could be both. That's a both category. Boudaoui to Zaruki. Ait Nouri. Maza. Looking for Mahrez. Just late enough to get it stopped. Taha. Marty. Abu Dhahab. Abu Dhahab. Al-Arab to Haddad. And one back by Ait Nouri. Ait Nouri going to the byline. Crosses. It's cleared, but only as far as Belagali. Boudaoui. Guri. Belagali. Boudaoui. Zaruki. Zidane. Andy. And there is okay, it's hydration. Throw in by Jordan Taha to Rawabda and launched it all the way to Zidane. Bensabani. Mondi. Belgali. To Mondi. Bensabani. Mondi. Belgali. Boudoui. Mahrez. To Zaruki. Shaibi. Mahrez. That's Boudoui. Shaibi's cross is out for a corner. Cross comes in. Keeper punches it away. Guri. Mazza. Guri. Down the keeper's throat. Abu Laila catches it. Side volley towards Marty, and he gets there. Jordan have been accurate today. Especially in the last 10 minutes. Header, it was just Bensabani. Close from it being Tamari. But it's thrown to Jordan. Taha. To Abudahab. Taha. Al-Rawabda goes back to Al-Arab. To Abu Laila. And here's Taha given away. Or no, Mahrez kicked it out. Throw backwards from Taha to Al-Arab. Al-Rawabda to Aristan to Nasib to Haddad to Olwan and back to Haddad, and it's a throw-in for Algeria, and I was 30 seconds behind play there. Nori, what was that by Bensabani? Just cleared it. That did not make any sense. Why? Why did he do that? I can't even think of a good reason. Nasib, Marty, and it's a throw in to Jordan. I'm losing track of Jordan players already. I was doing this last match too. Nasib, and one back by Mahrez, Boudoui, Mondi. Still with it. It goes to Belgali. Back to Mondi. To Bensabani. Saruki to Mondi. And this is a lot more space for Algeria. Given away to Taha. To Al-Mardi. Going down the left wing. Gets tackled, and that's a free kick for Jordan. Yeah, I don't think it's a yellow, though. And there is no yellow given. Nothing happened yet. See if I jinxed it. And then there's going to be a goal right here or something. Or a big save. At least something of note. Because I kind of want something of note, though, actually. That would be a good jinx. We're 31 minutes into the game and we've had nothing. Not even a single, hard save to make. And they passed it back. Al Rob hits it out for a goal kick. Is the first half just going to be like the worst thing of all time? 33rd minute now. Can Jordan or Algeria has the ball now, so can they do something with it? Zidane to Bensabeni to Zaruki. To Mondi. That was a really good pass. To Belgali to Boudaoui. To Bensabeni. To Nori. Forced to go back. Bensabeni. Zidane. Boudaoui. Over the top looking for Mahrez. Mahrez gets a touch. Can he get a second? He can. It's wide. Is he onside? Corner. Mahrez has done that twice, except now he's won a corner here. They want to take it quick. Shaibi will take the corner for Algeria. Short to Nori. To Boudaoui. To Nori. And a deflection, and it's a throw into Algeria. Shaibi and Nori. To Shaibi. Nori gets in the box. Does he win a pen? Free kick to Jordan, or indirect free kick. That might be it. Nori kind of went down a little easy there, though not worth a yellow. Abu Laila's free kick, or headed by Betabedi. Shaibi, Akmaza, and Nori keeps it in, or not. I can't really see over the Algeria bench. Nassib is going to take the throw in for Jordan. About 10 minutes to go. Actually, there's actually 13 at least. Probably 14. Why? Why did it do that? Nassib. I hope it didn't crash. Haddad and Tamari. Tamari taking on Bensabeni and wins. Really? Boudaoui. Tight Nori. Zaruki. Taha. Tamari. Taha's in the box. What can you do with it? Rashdan, goal, Jordan, and that's their that's their second World Cup goal, but this is their first time leading in a World Cup match in their history, in their second ever World Cup match. That is good for them because Austria, well, to be fair, Austria didn't win, but like that puts them third in the group behind Austria and Argentina. They can't reach. Well, no, they can reach Argentina if they beat Argentina and Algeria. And this is crazy because I did not think Algeria would be this bad. I kind of thought they could beat Austria, but now it's not even looking that close. Ironically, Algeria can still finish second even with a loss. They would need to beat like Austria by 3 goals, maybe 2. I don't really know what their fair play is, but that's crazy. That's the first big thing that has happened this game. And it's into the back of the net, off the goalkeeper's head. That's Zidane again. Everyone was talking about that. how he was bad against Messi. So it's not just a Messi thing. He's not just scared of Messi. So what a goal though. The dummy from Tamari, or I guess that was a touch. It says it was a touch. Bro, why am I like getting congested? What is happening? We're back underway. Zaruki Budawi. Zaruki. Belgali. Mondi. Zaruki. Belgali. Mondi. Zaruki. Mares. Maza. It's doing it again. What is with Siri? Maza. Aitnori. Are all the teams that are going to make it out? Like, really? Ooh, Maza wins a free kick. That's got to be a yellow, too. Last debutante team to win a match was Bosnia and Herzegovina in 2014. Sorry you heard that. I was like, I'm getting congested really bad right now. I don't know why. In like one nostril too. I thought my nose was bleeding for a second though. Shaibi with a free kick. Over it with Mares. Gonna let Mares take it. Mares crosses, headed away by Nassib to Tamari. One back by Nori. Goes back to Zaruki, to Budawi. And here is, can't see that, Maza, Budawi, Belgali, and one back by Jordan. Here's Taha to Marty, and goes down, no foul. Here is Shaibi and Zaruki and Belgali, and now here's Mares. Or is that Maza? That's Maza. Here's Zaruki and playing it over the top, looking for Mares. Mares! Goal kick or foul. Not sure which one. One of those two. The bald eagle just flew on the field. That's so cool. Alverston off the keeper's hands. The only reason Algeria is losing is because of Zidane. Convinced. I like to take the goal kick. And it's away and headed by Benzabeni. Taha. Marty gets a touch. Mares to Belgali to Mondi. Benzabeni. Saruki. Belgali. Marty. Arawavda. Marty. Tamari. Haddad. And goal kick, or here's Zidane for Algeria. And Aitnori off Benzabeni and Shaibi passes. And back to Benzabeni. And Mondi to Belgali. But Nori plays it to Mares, but it's out of play. And they're showing a replay of that, which that was offside. Budahab, that can't have been a legal throw-in. He jumped. Budahab clears it. And Tamari or Owan. Can Almardi get there? Yes, he can. And Owan. I bet they switch it. Offside, I think. Or something. Yeah, offside. How did I not even think of that? I didn't notice it. Zaruki, Bensabani, Mondi. That was so obvious. Belgali to Zaruki. Bensab or Ainori. Al Rashdan. And foul against Zaruki, and he gets a yellow card for Algeria. I was falling. I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Here's Owan. Almardi. Taha. Abudahab. Al-Arab. Owan. And he's through on goal. That's got to be a handball against Taha. Keeper saves it. Zidane throws it, but they go right to a replay. And yes, that does touch his arm. Very clear. Bensabedi to Ainori to Shaibi. How much stoppage are we going to get? We're about to know in 20 seconds. Zaruki to Guri. Zaruki to Guri. Guri, Shaibi. One back by Alberston, the goal scorer. And here is Tamari. Into stoppage time of the first half now. Haddad, 5 minutes. 5 minutes is about the normal for about both halves. Nasib to Al-Arab. Going forward, looking for Marty, and he wins it. And Mondi has to put it out for a throw-in for Jordan. Yeah, when there's like 10 minutes left on the half, I should just be expecting like 15 minutes. Abudahab. Shot by Owan. And it goes out. Zidane to Aitnori. To Betsabani. Zaruki. Remember, Algeria cannot be eliminated or advance tonight. Belgali. Mondi. Zaruki. And I think it's Zaruki that's causing Siri to think. And Belgali. Boudoui. Mondi. Boudoui. Mondi. Aitnori. Guri. Can Night Nori get there? And I think it goes out for a throw-in. And the whiff there from Altamari was crazy. Can't believe that's counted as an assist. Mares. Guri. Benzabani. Boudaoui. Belgali. To Boudaoui. To Belgali. To Boudaoui. To Zaruki. To Boudaoui. To Mondi. To Benzabani. Benzabani to Zaruki. To Belgali. To Mares. To Zaruki. Tight Nori. And they keep it in, Guri, and Jordan clear it, and it's off of Ait Nori. Nasib. And Olan. Nasib. Tamari. Mares. Free kick to Algeria. About 30 seconds left on the half. Benzabani to Ait Nori. To Mondi. To Zaruki. To Maza. And given away, here is Al Rashdan playing it up to Olan. And Mondi shields it out. Throws it back to the keeper. Halftime. And we are back for the second half. Two subs for Algeria, and they are both midfielders. Boudaoui and Zarouki coming off for Bentaleb, and I need to do the pronunciation guide for and we're away, and long ball over top by Mondi. And this is rough because Google is not helping. That is definitely not it. Is that it? Is that how you spell it? Ben Bouali. Ben Bouali. Bentaleb. Bentaleb is 19, right? I think. And yeah, Bentaleb is 19. Ben Bouali is the other one. Bengali. Bentaleb. Ben Bouali, or is that Maza? I can't really tell. That's Maza. And that was Shaibi, I think. Okay, I'm still learning a little bit. Bro, Jordan's gonna get really hard. Cleared by Abu Laila. Bensabani and it goes back to the keeper eventually. I didn't want to do all that commentary. Mondi. Here is Bentaleb, I think, to Belgali to Bentaleb. And yes, it was. Headed away by Taha. And Maza. Maza beats him and will keep it in. He will. And Taha, it's out for a corner to Algeria. Algeria had a bad end of the last half. They're down 1-0 to Jordan. They have Mahrez and Shaibi to take it in this area, at least. I don't know exactly what's wrong here, but they're not letting Mahrez take it. Now they are. Mahrez, Belgali, cleared away by Nassib. That was awful. Almardi puts Tamari in behind. Tamari and Ait Nori gets a touch, and it's a corner for Jordan. Tamari sets it up. Taha to Almardi. Zidane with the catch. Tried to play it quick but can't, and Bentaleb. Ait Nori. Ben Bali. Ben Bouali. And Mondi. Bentaleb. The cross or the switch to Belgali, and it does not work. So throw into Jordan. Abu Dahab. That can't be illegal. That can't be a legal throw in. Mondi. Taha. Owan. Bentaleb. Maza. Belgali. Mondi. Shaibi. Guri. I'm moving this down because it scares me. Mahrez after Bengali passes it to him. Mahrez wants a free kick for Algeria, and that's surely a yellow, right? Did they lower the standards for a yellow card? Because what? That's a yellow card every day. Like this is like crazy. Mahrez over it. Mahrez headed away. I think. I don't know how you. Oh come on! How is that a foul? That's ridiculous. Okay, maybe that is. Nori like pulls his shirt. Is that not a yellow? He pulls him to the ground. Did we do like really lower standards? Because like, there hasn't been a lot of yellows. Here is Al Arab and Abu Dhahab headed away, and Maza and Taha. Shaibi because he went it back. Guri can get it. No, Taha's now a right wing back, and they played it from Haddad looking for Tamari. It's a good tackle by Bensabani, and it's a throw in for Jordan. It's looking pretty good for Jordan. They look like the better team. It's a great tackle though from Bensabani and Guri, and it's a throw in for Algeria. Quick to Shaibi and cleared by Aitnori. And played back, and Abu Dhahab goes back to Abu Laila. And Taha to Al Ristan, the goal scorer. Haddad to Al Ristan. To Nasib. To Al Arab. To Nasib. And it's a throw in to Algeria. Tamari complaining about getting pushed out of play. Bensabani to the keeper Zidane, and Mondi to Belgali. Mondi to Bensabani. Aitnori. Maza. Cleared. Lev. And Bensabani. Mares to Mondi. Belgali. Bentaleb. Guri. Maza. Good save by Abu Laila. The shot hits wide from Maza. Well, it's basically straight, but still wide, like wide left. That was a great save by Abu Laila. Holding Jordan to 1-0, or holding this game, holding Algeria to none right now. Mondi to Bensabani. And Guri. Nori. And Ben Buali to Bensabani to Mondi back to Bensabani to Bentaleb to Mondi to Bengali Bengali to Mazza, and Mazza turns with it. Goes back to Bensabeni. These Algerian names are surprisingly so much easier than I thought they would be. Ben Bouali to Mondi. Bentaleb to Mahrez to Bentaleb to El Gully, and Bentaleb to Shaibi. That is. So wait, what? That was Shaibi apparently. Okay. Who's 20? Is that 21? That must be 21. Bensabeni to Bentaleb to Mondi to Mahrez. Riyad Mahrez, former Leicester City player, and Bentaleb headed away. Mahrez lets it go out of play for a throw in. Mahrez bet he lets Belgali take the throw in. No, he doesn't. Mahrez, is he going to throw it in himself? Throw it quick and goal kick. And I'm a little iffy on that decision. I'm not exactly too sure on that. I don't think he got a touch. How does Tamari still have an assist? Like, I'm looking at it again. And but bottom corner. Like, that was perfect from Al-Rashdan. Aitnori sends it. Zidane. Bensabeni to Bentaleb to Mazza to Bentaleb. Given away. Here's Taha. Here's Marty, and trying to play it in behind. He does play it. It's Tamari for a goal. Can he get it? No, he can't because it's his back. What a tackle! Can Tamari get there? And Bensabeni does. What is this? This is the worst play I've ever seen. There are 4 players on the ground. That was crazy. I don't even know. It's just I wasn't even paying enough attention to after the ball was passed. 4 players fell right after the ball. This was 2 of it though. The tackle. I didn't know there was a tackle here. Ooh, that was probably the worst part. Ooh, the fall though. That was pretty bad. And kicking him in the chest. Why? Why did 2 more fall here? I don't understand. And Bensabeni. Mondi. Bensabeni to Shaibi, I think. To Bensabeni. To Mondi to Bengali. That's Shaibi. Or is that Mazza? I don't know. It looks very similar. They're like the same person. And here's Owan on the left for Jordan. Into the box. Crosses it, and it goes off Algeria for a throw-in for Jordan. Can Jordan get a second goal here and put this game basically to bed? As Algeria have not been creating a lot of chances. They've been passing the ball around a lot, just waiting for something to happen, but it doesn't happen. They need another Zidane mistake. Algeria's defense is so good, they barely let any shots. And that was interesting. Zidane catches it for Algeria. Bentaleb. And there's oh no. Marty gets it back from Rawabda. Rawabda tries to play. That would have been Owan in behind, I think. And here's Aitnori for Algeria after Zidane rolls it out to him. And Bensabeni. In the 60th minute, It's not looking very great for Algeria. Bentaleb to Mondi. Back and Maza. Maza. Maza shoots and it's just over the bar. It's off a deflection. Algeria's doing really good at defending. Zidane sends it away and headed by Ben Sebaini. Stan. Owan. Taha. Arwabda, and it goes over the bar. Wide and over the bar, I think. Bentaleb, Bentgully. Back to Pennsylvania. This is Jordan seeking their first ever World Cup point, and they're up 1-0. This could be their first win, too. Ait Nori and Guri. Playing Argentina in your last match sucks, because you're basically not getting to the knockouts. Guri, Maza. What if Jordan just sits everyone back on the line, and then just like Argentina can't score? Somehow Messi would find a way to score, I swear. Awabda and Bengully. To be fair, Argentina have really nothing to play for. Mahrez. The cross by Ben Boali, and it's cleared away for a throw into Jordan. Algeria. Bengali goes back to Mondi. Mondi to Shivey. To Ben Sabani. Going over the top, looking for Bengali. Finds Bengali, but it's cleared by Abu Dahab. I forgot how to say his name. Taha clears, and Algeria win a throw in, I think. Maza quick to Mahrez and Bentaleb. Looking to cross header by, I think that was Ben Bouali, and it was saved by Abu Laila. Not a great shot, like pretty easy for the keeper. I could save that. Though I shouldn't be saying that. Zidane to Mondi. To Ben Gully. Mondi to Ben Bouali. I'm not gonna lie, I looked back at my predictions today and it looks awful. Turkey made the final, and like I'm trying to plug in my computer. Can it work? Thank you. Bengali, Mahrez, and wins a foul. I had Turkey in the final, and they got eliminated. That's yellow for Abu Dhahab. Pulls him down twice, basically, with two different parts of the body, leg and arm. Mahrez is the only one over it for Algeria. Mahrez's take. We're waiting, and the players are fighting, basically. Oh, this is great. Mares, and are they going to let him take it? Now they are. And never mind. These teams cannot let the free kick be taken. Mares should just take it at this point before something can go wrong. And he's not going to take it. Header, and it's wide. Or a corner. Because I think Mazza hit it off someone. Mazza will take the corner for Algeria. Do not let them do all this like random holding each other stuff. Again. Keeper Abu Laila hits it away, but only as far as Mares. Mares. Aitnori. Mazza. Or that might be Shivey, I don't really know. Header and cleared. Only as far as Mazza, so it was Shivey. Mares. Mares has to go back to Mazza. Mazza to Mares. Mares to Mazza. Mazza. Mazza, and it's out for a throw-in. Mares to take the throw-in for Algeria. And something's happening here. Finally throws it back to Bengali. And Mondi. Bensabani. Mondi. Ben Bouali. And Bengali. Ben Bouali. And Mazza cleared, but Taha gets there, and Taha has a lot of space to clear. And it's away into the 68th minute now. Bensabani, I think, and Shaibi. Shaibi wins a throw-in. Back to Mondi. To Bensabani. Algeria trying to bring this back. Here's the player. I don't remember, honestly. That's Bentaleb. Bengali to Mares to Shaibi. Crossed by Bengali. And it's a corner for Algeria. And they're getting closer. I will admit, this is closer than it was before. Waiting for something interesting to happen. Header. Goal! Algeria! It's Ben Bouali, the sub, does its job, and header into the back of the net. And I was saying I was waiting for something to happen, and it actually went in. It was like, it's 1-1, and Algeria are back in a better position than they were before, but not really even that good of a position, because now they're tied at 1 point each and 1 goal each. So they need a second one. Jordan's still looking for the first ever World Cup point, and they had a lead in this game, but they no longer have that as Ben Bouali rises up and heads it into the bottom right corner, and now Algeria have some hope of getting into the knockout round. But it's gonna take a second goal here, I'm pretty sure, unless they can beat Algeria, Austria, which is definitely possible. But like, I wouldn't bet on that. I would say they're more likely to draw. Cleared away by Budahab. Jordan have to make subs soon, right? I hope they don't, because I don't really want to do another player. Bentalev. Guri. And Mondi. Who's 19? Bentalev. Mazza. Ait Nori. Shaibi. Mazza. And Ait Nori. Ait Nori cleared away. Hit it back down. Bentaleb. Taha heads it away. And they Travella pass it to Tamari. And Tamari is one-on-one. No help. And here's Marty. And Taha. Abu Dhahab goes all the way back to the keeper, Abu Laila, and he puts it towards and Shaibi, Ait Nori, Shaibi to Maza. Maza, and it's going to be cleared. And here is Marty with Olwan to his left. Is he going to lay it off? He's going to shoot, and what is with Zidane? He's fumbled it, but he's able to recover. And Ait Nori, and here is Guri. I can't tell numbers anymore. Was it Ben Bawali, I think? No, it can't have been. And here's Mahrez. Guri. Sorry if you can hear my sister in the background, they're taking out the dogs. Naseeb clears. Shaibi. And it's a free kick. Ait Nori is down on the ground. And he gets tackled. That's pretty brutal. Mahrez. Sorry if you can hear my sister in the background. Mahrez to take the free kick for Algeria. Last time this happened, that was so anticlimactic. Shaibi down the keeper's throw, and Abu Laila catches it. That looked pretty scary. Pretty hard-hitted shot, too. What? Why?